So, since my last video, I had to put a hold on the K7 that I was working on because my model area had to be disassembled. Doing a little painting and renovating, updating, and I had to move my bench and everything. So I don't know if you can see. I'll try to get a shot. My bench is actually over there, folded up, and so the K7 that I was working on, I had to wrap up and put on hold. So I'm gonna be putting things on hold for a little while, and I didn't make videos for a while. I was on a good stretch. I was making videos, and then I stopped for a good while, and then I just recently came back, and I was working on the K7, and I wanted to do that, and but I had to put a couple things on hold. But something I wanted to talk about was I was putting some of my models away, and so this one here is factory sealed, so there's no issue there. And I was like, oh geez, I'd really like to wrap up some of the other ones that I had that were open, so they didn't get, they didn't fall open, or I didn't lose any parts or anything like that. So as you can see, I wrapped them in Saran wrap. So I just thought it was a good model tip. Plastic wrap, just your everyday basic plastic crap. I was able to wrap them up and seal them up pretty good, and that way they're not going to fall open. They're not going to get wet or anything like that. And hopefully most of the elements will stay away from them, because I wasn't able to seal them again, but I was able to use plastic wrap. So I thought that was a helpful tip for storing and moving some models if you need be. I used like all of this stuff was like $1 at the dollar store, and I was able to buy like 4 of them. So like for $4 I was able to wrap up all my kits and keep them nice and safe, so they don't get tainted by the elements, or just basically fall on the floor, fall open, lose all your parts, or lose a critical part to build. So yeah, that's the kind of the current state of affairs. My bench used to be like right here, and as you can see, everything has been moved. My bench is actually over there, and just doing some painting and whatnot. So hopefully when I get reassembled at some point, I can finish the K7 and get back at it. So on a bit of a hiatus again, unfortunately, but I do plan on getting set up again and making some more videos. I got a bunch of kits to make and to go, so there it is, a little tip for you. Plastic wrap worked really well to seal up my models, and if you don't have them factory sealed anymore, worked really good. So anyway, check back, and hopefully I'll get reassembled at some point, and I'll get you some more video updates. I'll try and get something up in the meantime, maybe do something, I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes. But I'll get reassembled fairly soon. So check back and talk to you soon. Bye.